Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, giving you a chance to win tickets to a gigantic show. Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. All happening at T-Mobile Park on August 31st. You know, it's a stadium show. This is going to be something, an outdoor baseball stadium show. And we got your code word. That's what you need to have a chance to win these tickets. So listen all week between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. to get the code word. Then you go to the contest page at KISW.com, and that's where you enter your chance to win these tickets. And this morning, our code word is easy because it's half of what Joan Jett loves.
Half of what she loves. Hearts.
No.
And so it's Blackhearts, her band.
Yeah. But it's really not what she proclaims. She proclaims that she loves two things.
Oh, rock and roll, baby.
There you go.
So which word is it?
It's roll. Today's code word, roll.
Oh, I thought that's because Vince Neil loves himself a good roll.
Yeah, well, I can't throw stones. I'm with Vince on that.
You and me both.
Yeah. I love a great roll. Sweet roll, savory roll. You know, don't forget, of course, the sushi roll. I mean, there's a lot of great rolls. So that's the code word this morning. The word is roll. Go get that code word. Bring it to the KISW website. Get your chance to win. You want more info? Go to KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B Migs, you're a loser.
It is time for B Migs. It's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
Sploosh. And yeah, release that Kraken. Well, they did, and they're going to do it again on Saturday.
Damn straight.
Very excited to hopefully maybe get 2 wins in a row.
It'd be nice to see another win.
Don't make us wait another, 8 games or whatever. Let's get
I felt like it was like a collective exhale for Kraken fans and fighters yesterday. It's just like,
I mean, they needed to win on Kraken Day, so they did their job.
Yes.
Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Amanda in Gig Harbor. Gig Harbor. Amanda, are you there?
I am so here. I'm not in the harbor now.
All right. The where?
She's not in the harbor now.
Oh. All right. Steve.
Were you on Fox Island?
I'm in Tequila.
Drinking whiskey in the car?
Yeah, I hope not. I'm still in the room here, guys. I just want you to know. They're making fun of my people.
Oh, yeah. Because it's a wicked pisser, right, BJ?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? This is something I would call you right now, but I can't because we're on the radio.
All right, Steve.
But it's wicked, I'll tell you that.
All right. Get out of here.
DJ, don't give yourself a jammer.
Nice.
I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I.
For those playing at home, Amanda will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Amanda, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready already. Let's do it.
Nice. How many points is the red inner circle on a dartboard bullseye worth?
10.
No.
100.
No.
50.
Yes. What company produced the Brownie camera?
Oh, Kodak?
Yes. Buddy Valastro starred in the show Cake What?
Walk?
No.
Pass.
How many days does Lent last?
4,
No.
9,
No.
7.
No. In which decade of the 20th century did Alexander Graham Bell die?
Pass.
Route 66 originally ran from Chicago to where?
LA.
Yes. The drama Euphoria airs on what streaming service?
HBO Max.
Yes. What are the separators on a guitar neck called?
A string.
No.
A shaft.
No.
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4 correct. Amanda, I love you.
I think she might have got one right, or I heard it wrong. Amanda, what was your answer to the Buddy Valastro question?
Oh my gosh.
He was Cake what? You said, do you know, remember, it was like Buddy Valastro starting a show called Cake what?
I said Cakewalk.
Yeah, she said Cakewalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I missed. Okay, good enough.
Yep. Pretty close there, but not close enough because that's not the answer.
No, there was actually 2 answers.
There's 2 answers to that?
Well, he was in two different shows, wasn't he?
Well, I made it pretty specific on how I worded the question. Did you?
I thought they both had the same name, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
I could be wrong. We'll see. I'm thinking of 2. I know what you're thinking of, but there's also another one that I thought started with the same first word, but I could be wrong.
All right, then we'll listen to this one and we'll have to see what happens.
See what Steve says.
Yeah, exactly. Steve, you're back.
Release the Kraken.
You're ready then.
That's right. I'm ready to go.
Let's do this.
How many points is the red inner circle on a dartboard bullseye worth?
50.
Yes. What company produced the Brownie camera?
Polaroid.
No.
Nikon.
No.
Sony.
No. Buddy Valastro starred in the show Cake What?
Hoboken style. Cake Boss.
Yes. How many days does Lent last?
40.
Yes. In which decade of the 20th century did Alexander Graham Bell die?
I'm going to go the 30s.
No.
40s.
No.
50s.
No.
60s.
No.
70s,
No.
20s.
Yes. Route 66 originally ran from Chicago to where?
Vegas.
No.
Nevada.
No.
California.
No. The drama Euphoria airs on what streaming service?
Peacock.
No.
Paramount.
No.
Netflix.
No. What are the separators on a guitar neck called?
Frets.
Yes. Which country has the longest border with the United States?
Canada.
Yes. What is the first prime number that comes after 100?
111.
No.
169.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve, you squeaked by with the win. 5-4.
Oh, sorry, Amanda.
That's all right. He did better.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Slightly, but he gets his song.
Tad.
Yeah, just a little bit. Win's a win.
Damn straight.
And I mean, I could kind of give you like 5.5, maybe 6 there, because Route 66 originally ran from Chicago to L.A. You said California.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's true. He does get
You
it.
didn't say what city.
I did not.
Then he totally gets 6 right.
Yeah. But at least I could just say no at that point, just move on, because it was your last guess, so we could just move on and then figure it out at the end there. The company that produced the Brownie camera, Amanda did get correct. It's Kodak.
I couldn't think of the name of that company. I was like, when I said Sony, I was like, I couldn't get it. I was like, I just got to throw a name out there.
A proud New York company, and you forgot it.
What is that? Rochester's finest?
That's right. It was anyway.
Rochester's.
Yeah.
Euphoria runs on HBO Max. Amanda got that one correct as well.
Everyone's been talking about that show. I think they just had their season finale.
They did, yeah.
I don't know, high school drama, basically.
It seems like a lot of drug use and a lot of stuff. It's got Zendaya in it, but
that's right.
I heard it's a really brutal show.
That's Spidey's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about the Euphoria show, but I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah,
he just told you high school drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not my
people,
wheel.
yeah, it's on social media. Everyone's just talking about it.
It literally crashed their HBO Max when it released this last weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And then the last one that you didn't get, the first prime number that comes after 100.
Is it 101 or 103?
It's 101.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I did like 169 though.
Thank you.
And Rev, I was completely wrong. I was thinking Cake Wars, but that wasn't the Buddy versus Duff show.
Oh,
for some reason I thought that show was called Cake Wars, and it's not. There's a whole different show called Cake Wars, but it's not those two.
Okay, because I knew that they were on a different show, but that's why I definitely went with Cake Blank as opposed to anything else.
So I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's the spirit. Congratulations, Steve. You won.
Hey, Steve, good job.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you know what? You're a heck of a guy. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. How about this? 51% of people say they still have a competitive relationship with their sibling. And what is the top thing they compete over? I'm going to let you know at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. In a new poll of adults with at least one sibling, pretty much half say they still have a competitive relationship with their sibling. And more than 20% say they still argue over who's the favorite child.
Oh, yeah, we don't argue about that. My brother knows I'm the number one.
No, yeah, you're the
apple. Oh, he doesn't even argue with it anymore?
Apple of the eye. Thank you, Rev. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My mom has said that for years.
Yeah. The poll also asked about what things they're most competitive with their siblings about. And the number one answer was career success.
I'm glad I don't have that relationship with my brother. Like, I've always wanted, I think maybe because in the early years, there was such a weird dynamic between us because he was just so different than me. And it was like, there was a lot of like massive temper issues and some violent stuff. And then like when he went into the Navy, his life turned around. I was just so happy that he wasn't the way that he used to be. Like, it was just like, I just wanted to see great success because, I knew what it was like before that. And to be able to see him just excel in the Navy and become just so well respected and recently retire with all these great accolades and awards and just medals. Like, there's just nothing but pride. Like, I wouldn't even ever once try and match my even if I tried, I'd be like, it's not even close. Like, what he's accomplished compared to what I've accomplished, not even the same category. He's on another level. But like, I was always so happy for him to do well.
Yeah, and Steve, you bring up a really good point. A lot of folks don't understand that the military does much more for people than just protect our country. I mean, they really help dudes figure out how to be good dudes.
Oh, they gave him a whole new life. They changed him. Like 100% changed him. Like, I don't know where he would be if he would even be with us if he never went into the military.
So housing success is also a big thing that people like, siblings like to compare about, each other. You got career success, housing success, like who bought their house first, who has the biggest or best house, that kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like, as far as I know, I don't see any sort of competition between you and your brother at all. All I see is really love and you're happy for each other is what I see, which is, which is pretty cool considering you guys, like you said, you had that childhood.
Yeah, we don't ever compete. Maybe we would try and compete over who's the bigger Kiss fan, but clearly it's me. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I didn't know. Really it's hard to tell either way, but all right, I'll take your word for it.
I feel like he might even be the bigger Kiss fan because he flew from Germany to see Kiss with me here in Tacoma.
Yeah.
I remember my first Kiss concert. I never flew to Germany to see Kiss with him.
Yeah, I think he wins that one.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because of your relationship with your brother there, or because your parents never favored one over the other?
Oh no, they favored me over him.
He hates you, and you just don't know.
Right?
It.
Like if he was on the show right now, I'd be like, yeah, my brother's stupid. No, I think, honestly, maybe we're just very lucky. Like when we were brought up, we were never kind of put in a situation where we felt like we were competing. Maybe because of the 3-year difference. Nice. So it wasn't I don't know if it would be worse if we were closer in age or further in age, but that 3-year window seemed to be pretty good.
Yeah, and there's only the two of you. So really, you've got the experience of being the baby of the family, which tends to really, that happens. The baby sometimes gets babied, but then the first kid, the first kid's special too for the parents because it's the first time you've had a child.
Yeah.
And, so we did the same thing. We stopped at 2, and I feel like they both have that recognition. Joey was the first, Sarah's the baby. I mean, it seems like, those two usually get the lion's share of the praise, really, all the great attention.
Did you see them having a lot of sibling rivalry moments while they were growing up? Were there moments where you and Kathy were like, oh man, this is just getting a little much?
They didn't get along. I think they both were just irritated by each other. I don't know if it was rivalry more so than at times they were just like, why is this person here? All you need is me in your life. Like that's all. They would just go to the parent. They go to us. You don't really need this other one. You just need us. And you need me. What are you doing?
That sounds like a rivalry.
Yeah, I guess it does. Really,
Yeah, I feel like they've definitely like taken a turn for the better. I mean, now like your daughter spends her entire life trying to just find Joe some action, and he still hasn't sealed the deal with any of her friends, but she's trying.
I think you know what when we get into this, we'll have them come in and get their opinion about it. But that's my memory was they both were just like, what's this other person doing here? All you need is me.
This person's in the way.
Yeah, it really is. It was that.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So 17% of adults say that they've had a rivalry with their siblings since birth. So based on this, we want to know, how did you mess with your sibling, or how has your sibling messed with you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. How did you mess with your sibling, or how did your sibling mess with you? Your calls, your texts after Lincoln Park on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. 17% of adults say they've had a rivalry with their siblings since birth. So based on this, we want to know, how did you mess with your sibling, or how has your sibling messed with you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
This is the greatest text of all time. And I don't even know how you top this, BJ. My sister signed me up for a clown dating website. I hate clowns.
Oh. That's fantastic.
Is there even a clown dating website?
Look, I know city folks don't get it. What about circus folks don't get it, or non-circus? I don't know. I mean,
there is
trapeze artists don't get it.
There is.
Clowndating.com. Everyone loves a clown. Let a clown love you.
It's not the only one. There's also clownpassions.com.
Oh, that's more my style, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Clownworlddating.com.
Okay.
And that's just on the first page of the search.
Get your horn honked at clowndating.com.
Okay, then. All right. Well, that's a wonderful thing for a sibling to do.
Yeah. I wonder how many people find true love on clown dating websites.
Well, I mean, there's got to be at least two people, right? Otherwise, how can you? I mean, you got to put somebody up there, unless you're lying and say, you know what? Chuckles the clown and Giggles the clown, they found true love.
Do you have to be an established clown, or could you be like an aspiring clown or a retired clown? Like, what's the deal with that? What's the deal with the clown dating?
I don't know. We should probably. I mean, I wish JP Patches was still with us. I bet he could give us some really expert commentary.
I'm kind of disappointed because they usually show you the recently signed up, and they show the people on there, and none of them are wearing clown makeup.
That's what I saw. That's what got me thinking. Are these posers?
Wait a minute.
I'm like, let's see your clown makeup. Unless they're fake people, I guess.
I feel like, I mean, don't you want? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just a profession thing. Like, look, this is what we all do, but we don't got to, wear our work clothes. Like, I don't know, people that work at the grocery store. It's not like they're going to come out in their grocery store outfit, right?
Yeah, but if it was grocery store workers dating.com, which is, I'm sure that URL's already taken. Like, wouldn't you have a picture of you with like your grocery store apron or something, or holding a bag?
I don't know. Maybe you don't want to wear that stuff, and you go, look, you want to be dressed like a regular person.
I do
just want to be dressed to impress.
I do love clown dating website. The website's catchphrase. It says, "Everybody loves a clown. Let a clown love you."
Oh, okay.
That's creepy.
That doesn't sound at all like Pennywise is coming for you.
I typed in clown dating, and I think it knows your daughter's in the room, BJ, because I got, how would you like to date a little person? The 10 best dating sites for little people.
Sarah, I know you're engaged.
Datealittle.com.
I feel like you missed out on an opportunity.
Oh, I did. Oh, I for sure missed my opportunity of having sex with a little person before I met J. Rob.
That's lovely.
I think about that a little too often, to be honest.
A little too often,
Can we not really have this conversation?
I don't think my man would be very.
Have you ever? How do I ask this question? I know. That's why I have a question.
Yeah, you don't really want to ask that question.
I'm going to try to ask it as tactfully as I can.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. In the world of role playing, people do certain things. Have you ever thought like him, maybe like just wearing like the shoes on his knees, like that old like TV show?
Dwarf?
Yes.
No, but this is a fabulous idea.
And have him pretend to be a little person.
No.
Well, I know what I'm doing tonight, Steve. Thank you.
Wow.
I will say, though, if you ever stare at J-Rubs, he does have very, like, short legs, and they're short and thick. They're, like, as tall as my legs, and then his torso is very, very long.
So he's like a little person in a big person's body?
Yes, it's amazing. I realized that, like, the first or second date, and I was like, wow, I think this is why I'm so attracted to you.
He's such a big guy, too, that if he got down on his knees with the shoes, I think he'd be still taller than Vicky.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. These are lovely stories that probably you should tell your friends when your father's not around. What do you think?
So sorry.
Well, since Sarah's in the room, and I see Joe came in the room as well, let's hear the sibling rivalry moments between these two.
Oh, right. Okay. Sarah, so Sarah, you, what do you do to torment your brother?
Well, okay. Joey and I really, really did not get along for, gosh, it's probably like 25 years, I would say.
Wow.
Us, like, being friends, it's like a recent thing. But BJ, you were so strict. So, like, we couldn't really get away with anything crazy, or you would just ground us for forever, for eternity.
And then you're stuck in the same area together, so you don't want to do that.
Gosh,
Yeah,
right?
no. But, like, the stupidest thing I remember doing is every time we'd go to, like, a restaurant for his birthday, I would always tell the waitress it was his birthday. So they would come out and sing to him. And at first, I thought everybody loved that. I love it. I seem to be, like, the only one.
Yeah.
But then
I like it.
I realized he absolutely hates it. And it's pure joy for me because every year after that, I made sure to tell the waitress that it was his birthday so he would just be so embarrassed.
They would go out of their way to tell me they weren't going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, Joey, this is the year. You know, you're 23 now. You're not going to get your birthday sung to you. I was like, oh, good. And then the sparkler on the tiny piece of cake, and Sarah would look at me with this big smile.
Yes!
You know, the Curb Your Enthusiasm music would come on, and I would be like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah,
but you get cake at least.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. You know,
Sometimes it's free. Sometimes.
yeah, I'm willing to deal with the embarrassment if cake comes along with it.
Yeah, well, you know, you didn't have Sarah standing on the table clapping as they were bringing the cake out.
What are you guys at Cowboys Inc.?
What, the Olive Garden?
Oh.
Yeah, and
they don't like to stand on the table, so usually she didn't know that.
We usually had very attractive servers. They'd be like a very beautiful lady. So, like, Joe would just turn bright red and be like, I hate all of you. I hate this. Like, I wish I could go home right now.
Yeah.
Did they ever do it at restaurants where you had to like stand up and do like something with the waiters and waitresses?
There was one when I was like 13. I can't remember. Was it a Chili's or
TGI
something like that?
Fridays?
Yes, that's what it was.
Hooters, I remember did that too.
Yeah, I was scarred by that.
Azteca, I think, as well. Yeah, dude. And they would like get up off the table and become the center of attention in front of everyone, and people are looking at you, and I'm like crying, essentially.
Whenever that's happened to me, and I never would do it because I'm just, it's not in me to be that kind of a douche, but I almost been like, do you want a tip or not? You know what I mean? Like, that's, if you want me to stand up, you're not getting tipped.
That was me at the Melting Pot at 20. The waitress was like, oh, how old are you? And I'm like, 20. And she's like, oh, we'll come sing you happy birthday. And I'm like, no, 20 sucks. I just sit there. I'm not a teenager anymore and I can't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
You're
That
like
was one of
purgatory
the,
for a year.
I remember that birthday forever. I was like,
the worst
wow.
birthday
It was the
ever.
worst birthday. I'm like, why are we celebrating with this miserable human being?
And the melting pot, you like pretty much like kind of cook your own food, so it takes so long.
Yeah,
it just dragged on.
It was bad. 21 was better because he was drunk.
Yeah, right?
But Sarah's not wrong. We didn't really prank each other because the only time I ever did was when I was 7, and I let BJ made me let Sarah play my video games. And she got to the end of the level, and I blindfolded her so her character would die and she would lose the level.
Oh, my God. I remember that.
And she started crying, and I remember, like on a dime, she turns and stops and looks at me, and she goes, I'm telling Dad.
That's right.
And I had this fear of God in my mouth. I'm like, this is it. I'm grounded for the rest of eternity.
And what happened?
I got grounded for eternity.
Yeah, that's why you work here. You're not allowed to leave house.
I'm handcuffed to the chair, man.
You think about it, Steve, and I'm sure it was my wife's idea, is like, you need to play with your sister. Let her play that game. And I'm like, Joe, just do it, just so we keep everybody happy. And the fact that Joe did the exact opposite and made her cry while playing the video game, I'm like, son, you had one job. Now you will pay.
Apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Amazing ability to make women cry.
Yeah, you know what? I got to live up to the reputation.
Yes.
That's what we do. Us Shea boys.
Oh, this text said when we were really young, I was in 2nd grade. He was in the 4th. My brother and I camped out on our back porch in a tent. He spent the night convincing me that he was an alien who took over from my brother's body.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, wow.
Dude, I would love that just because I believed in that stuff. That would have been an amazing thing for my brother to do.
Yeah, how long? One day you find out his middle name and then you realize he's not an alien.
Yeah, well, he's an alien, Steve. That's why he doesn't have a middle name.
Aliens do not have middle names.
Okay.
That makes sense. That's why you don't know it.
That's why I don't know. My brother's an alien. That's fantastic. I just remember that I would always have a sibling rivalry with everybody in my family because my brother and sister were before me. We were all adopted, and then my baby sister was after me. So it seemed like everybody in the family was really loved and wanted to be there. Plus, I had the label on there that I was developmentally disabled, so they always treated me like I was, even though I kept coming home with better marks than they did, but they just didn't want to let it go. So then I would prove it by basically sleuthing out anything that my brother tried to hide from my parents. He could say, you're so stupid, you're so stupid. I go, oh, really? And so I sleuthed out his cigarettes and everything. Like I went on, and I would just bring all the evidence to the parents, and he hated me. And I go, maybe you should stop calling me that bad word you call me. And he's telling me how stupid I am. Mm-hmm. That was but you know what? Even all the good work I did, I think my dad just was like, you're such a snitch. He was just like, I don't want you in this family.
He's just adding more drama to my life, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. My dad wanted nothing to do. He's like, look, let your brother smoke. What do I care? But now I have to deal with this.
You're like the family's cat that brings the dead mouse, because you're like, I brought a treat. And you're like, I brought the cigarettes.
Yeah, well, you know what? Don't call the cat names, okay? That's all I'm saying.
So I was once pantsed in front of my 13-year-old dream girl with full frontal nudity by my sibling. I never got over that one.
Yeah. Oh. Especially if you're not ready for the moment like that. If you just got out of the pool or something, that's not cool.
Just in 13, you don't want anyone pulling your pants down in front of someone that you're attracted to.
Well, except, my brain would be, at least let me be in the best state that I could be in. Then maybe she'd be like, wow, I had no idea. Let's have a conversation. But no, not when I'm not ready.
I guess 13 in the 40s, it really is never a good time to be pantsed in front of somebody that you're into.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, not in the 40s because, no way, dude, that's embarrassing. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's just mortifying to just be in that position. I think any time in your life.
Texter brought up a suggestion, and it wasn't so much for the topic, but I feel like we could weave it into the topic for Joe to get revenge on his sister, Sarah.
This is what we're doing. Okay,
earmuffs, Sarah.
So,
I feel like they're getting better now, but okay.
But this person brought up a point because Sarah's going to get married one day, and one day she's going to need to have her bachelorette party. You need to hire a little person to be the stripper.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's a great idea. Like Danny DeVito from Friends, he did that.
Danny DeVito from...
Yeah, he played a stripper dressed as a police officer on Friends because they didn't order a stripper for Phoebe, and he came in, they grabbed one last minute, and it was Danny DeVito.
I'm thinking,
they really did.
Danny's a short guy, but I'm thinking legit little person.
Yeah. As tiny as it can go.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's a website where you could hire somebody.
Oh, there is. I've already looked this up. I've already told people that would be invited to my bachelorette party if this doesn't happen. If I don't get married by a little person, I need them at my wedding. But I need them at my bachelorette party in some form.
I got to be there for this bachelorette
I love
party.
Steve thought this would be a joke, and you're already planning this.
There is a website.
Right? It's insane.
Oh, yeah. You pick out what costume you want them to be.
What do you want them to be dressed as?
Honestly, my dream would be
Oompa
a gnome.
Loompa?
A gnome?
A gnome. I really, really, really want to get married by a gnome. You guys.
I'll say Oompa Loompa Doopy.
What
do you get when I take off my clothes?
You.
Wow.
Not you. You mean yes.
All right, yeah. Yeah, this is all just delightful. Yeah, again, and just someone just wake me when you guys are married. I
Yeah.
just
Do you want to skip out on this?
Yeah, just tell me when it's over. That's all I ask.
Then you
I'll
can
hire
have
someone
like
else
the
to
little
walk you
people could be
down.
the ushers at the wedding, the ring bearers.
Yeah, that's great,
I
Steve. Why
definitely-
don't you say that all for Tatum's wedding, okay? And how about you just stop giving me the nightmare at my daughter's
as
wedding?
a good dad, my daughter was a fan of little people. I would do it for her.
Thank you. Would you
Yeah.
like to walk me down the aisle instead,
Wait a
Steve?
second. Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he approves of these
Steve?
little
Let me
This-
walk you down the aisle. That'd be amazing.
Or since BJ doesn't want to be there, then you could just hire a little person to be little BJ.
Yeah, get little dad. Or little BJ. That's even better.
We call him Weejay.
Yeah. Perfect. This is all working out for me because I don't have to be there. This is great to see this is spectacle.
All right, Dad, you're out. Weejay is in.
Get little Weejay. Love this plan.
I do too. I'm so happy, you guys.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Good. You and Weejay have a great life together.
We will.
Yeah. I'll let him listen to you and be your father.
He'll be a lot nicer to you.
He would be.
Yeah, he would be. You know what? He would probably until he got to know you.
Then your first dance is with Weejay instead of your dad.
Oh, and then I'd probably just hang out with Weejay the whole time.
Oh boy, and then the marriage is over.
Yeah. J-Rob would be happy about that.
This is not the Hallmark movie I thought it was.
No.
Next day we're getting a divorce. It's
That's
fine.
lovely. A daytime talk show was rocking out to the music of Slipknot yesterday, and all because of a 7-year-old. You're going to hear what happened at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.